Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about Star Trek Discovery. There'll be some minor spoilers here. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is because it is the structure of the episode that I'm really very interested in. This is not only classic Star Trek, but it is also classic Alfred Hitchcock, the legendary director, who believed in order to make a plot go forward, you had to have what he called a MacGuffin. The MacGuffin is a device, an object, or an idea that drives the story. Usually it's a matter of something everybody is after. The Maltese Falcon of the bird itself that everyone was after. It didn't matter what it was. And in this case, it does not matter that what they're after is a time bug. A time bug, that was a little thing that was planted on Adira by Maul as she was leaving Trill and at the end of the last episode, and it's now gotten aboard the ship, and it's creating havoc. Now, how do you approach this? You have to, first of all, know kind of what a time bug is, and Raymer knows this, so that helps. Also, Stamets does. Now, always in something like this where something is creating havoc, there's only one or two or three people that know anything about what's going on, and everybody else has to be convinced. And so that's what we're at here. And I think that it is a good bit of cinema, really, when you think about it, where they are jumping from time to time without really even knowing what the pattern is. And the only people that are immune to it are Burnham and Rayner and Stamets. And we'll let the episode itself explain why that is. And it doesn't matter why it is. It's just a matter that you have the people, you have the technical person, you have the main character, and you have essentially the sidekick, somebody that she can talk to, and that's how it works. Somebody was saying that we never get to know very much the bridge crew, and while they name off the whole bunch of people, and I can remember a few people like Bryce and Owazakan and Detmer, but I can't always name off all the people on the bridge, and very much so is because this show is so focused on the main character, that of Burnham, that her and the people closest to her are the only things that really matter in the show, and everything else is pretty much window dressing. And I hate to have to say that, but not every show has to have an ensemble cast. The original series didn't. They didn't give first names to 4 of the characters that were seen every week. The things that counted were Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, and Scotty got a first name, but Uhura didn't, and Chekhov didn't, and Sulu didn't. I mean, there was one episode where Chekhov gets first name. There's one movie where Sulu gets a first name, and Uhura didn't get a first name until the Kelvin timeline series. So they were not important in the TV series to be fully fleshed out characters. And so the same is true with Discovery, interestingly. But I digress. The idea that they have to come up with a solution while the rules of the game keep changing. The technology changes, the crew changes in time, and what they decide at the end of the episode is kind of philosophical, but I think that it works. And it works because of this MacGuffin, this time bug. At the end of the episode, they say all you have to do is tell them time bug and they'll understand. And that's really all we have to be told. Here is time bug, the MacGuffin that's driving this plot, and what is it doing? It is taking this disagreement that Rayner and Burnham have had from the moment they met. What's the proper command style? Is it to be aloof and disciplinarian the way Rayner is, or is it someone who wants to have social contacts with everybody on the crew as Burnham does? And is the solution to this one or the other or somewhere in between? And that's what this episode tells us. So Roddenberry said himself that when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter what the technology is. You don't explain how the phaser works. You just point it and shoot. It is the people that you're telling the stories about. And as long as you tell stories about the people, you have a good show. And so that's what I think we have here. It is almost a self-contained episode. We know that the higher program arc is they're on the chase with Maul and Locke to find the ultimate answer to the ultimate question. But still, this one episode, you could take it out without knowing anything else and just know they're in trouble, they got to fix it, and here's how they fix it. And I think that it was well done on that point. So I'd like to know what you think. Please put it in the comments below. And of course, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and put a like on there too. We would like to be able to grow the channel, and sometimes because of the ways that shows come out, the most popular shows last for 3 episodes, and then we're back to doing reruns of Battlestar Galactica. So it's a matter of being able to make hay while the sun shines. So we hope that you will subscribe and like. Thank you for joining us. And of course, on Tuesday, we'll have another episode of Babylon 5. On Wednesday, Deep Space Nine. Thursday will be The Bad Batch, which is wrapping up. Another 2 episodes for them. And then another episode of, and who knows what's coming next in Star Trek Discovery. So, until then, don't go far.